When we think of heroes, we often picture men in uniforms, strong and stoic, right? But what if I told you that courage has no gender? Today, we're diving into a tale that'll make you rethink that notion. Get ready to meet Deborah Sampson, a woman who traded her femininity for trousers and a musket, all for the sake of serving her country. Picture this. It's the 18th century, and the Revolutionary War is raging. Deborah, a young woman from Massachusetts, is feeling the patriotic heat. But here's the catch. Women weren't exactly welcome in the military. So what does she do? She does the unthinkable. She cuts off her hair, puts on men's clothes, and joins the Continental Army in 1782. She even adopts a new name, Robert Shurtleff. Nobody ever finds out she's a woman until 1783 when a fever reveals her secret. Talk about a plot twist. Throughout the war, Deborah fights alongside her comrades. In fact, she becomes a key part of the 4th Massachusetts Regiment, rising to the rank of sergeant. That's not just a desk job. This woman saw some serious action. During her service, she gets injured, wounded by a sword slash across her head. Can you imagine the grit it took to keep going after that? It's enough to make your blood boil with admiration. After the war, Deborah isn't done. She becomes the first woman to earn a full military pension in the United States. Now that's a trailblazer. But her story doesn't end there. She pioneers public lectures, sharing her incredible journey with anyone who will listen. She talks about her days in the Army, the battles she fought in, and the hardships she faced as a woman in a man's world. Imagine the courage it took to stand in front of an audience and relive those moments. But wait, there's more. She also dishes out some hard truths about how women were treated after the war. Sadly, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of folks, including some veterans, didn't take kindly to her service. They thought women should stick to the domestic sphere, cooking, cleaning, that whole traditional thing. But Deborah wasn't having it. She kept lecturing, kept pushing, even when people threw rotten fruit and vegetables at her. That's dedication. And get this, she's believed to be one of the first female lecturers in the U.S. after the war. That's a record-breaking feat. Her story becomes a sensation, appearing in newspapers across the nation. People travel from far and wide just to hear her speak. She even has a couple of sit-down interviews, chatting about her life as a soldier. Now let's fast forward to today. Every year on November 22nd, we've got events honoring Sampson's epic journey. These aren't your average run-of-the-mill ceremonies. They're a celebration of bravery, resilience, and the indomitable spirit that resides in us all, regardless of gender. We're talking about an event that draws in thousands of attendees, students, teachers, and history buffs, all united to pay tribute to a woman who dared to defy norms and fight for what she believed in. And here's another mind-blowing fact. In 2017, a ceremony held at the Massachusetts State House in Boston declared November 22nd Deborah Sampson Day. Talk about a monumental tribute. It's a day for us to reflect on her extraordinary life, her challenges, and her triumphs. After all, her story isn't just about a woman disguised as a man. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit, the will to fight for freedom, and the courage to break barriers that society sought to confine her to. Deborah Sampson might have started out as a woman who cut off her hair and donned a man's uniform, but she ended up becoming a legend, a beacon of courage for generations to come. So join us every November 22nd as we remember Deborah Sampson, the woman who showed the world that courage truly has no gender. Well, that's our tale for today. If you liked it, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also, do let us know which historical figures you'd like us to cover next. Until then, stay tuned.